Imagine walking through a busy work site. The ground is uneven, heavy equipment is moving around, and sharp objects are scattered everywhere. Now picture trying to navigate that in a pair of sneakers. Doesn't sound too safe, does it? Today we're focusing on one of the most essential pieces of personal protective equipment: work boots. They're more than just footwear. They're the first line of defense against foot injuries. In this video, we're going to cover what makes a good work boot, the different types available, common mistakes people make, and how to choose the right pair for your job. Let's start with why work boots matter. According to the National Safety Council, foot injuries account for around 15% of all workplace injuries. Think about that. 1 out of every 7 injuries could be avoided just by wearing the right boots. But not all work boots are the same. They're designed for different hazards and different jobs. Let's break down the main types. Steel-toed boots are the classic work boot, built to protect against heavy falling objects. The steel toe cap absorbs the impact and distributes the force across the foot. They're ideal for construction, manufacturing, and shipping industries. Composite-toed boots are made from materials like Kevlar, carbon fiber, or plastic. They provide protection without the added weight of steel, and are less likely to set off metal detectors. They're a good choice for security or airport work. Metatarsal guard boots go beyond the toe cap, protecting the entire top of the foot. If your work involves heavy materials, like steel beams, heavy piping or pallets, this added protection can make a huge difference. Electrical hazard boots are designed to insulate against electrical currents. They're essential for anyone working around live wires or electrical equipment. They're tested to meet strict American Society for Testing and Material Standards for electrical protection. Slip-resistant boots are essential in jobs where wet or oily surfaces are common. They're designed to provide traction, preventing slips and falls. Now that we know the types, let's talk about the common mistakes people make when choosing or wearing work boots. One of the biggest mistakes is wearing the wrong type of boot for the job. You wouldn't wear steel-toed boots for electrical work, and you wouldn't rely solely on composite boots for heavy construction. While composite boots can provide decent impact protection, they may not offer the same level of crush resistance as steel-toed or metatarsal guard boots when dealing with heavy objects like steel beams or machinery. It's about matching the boot to the job. Another common mistake is ignoring fit and comfort. A boot that's too tight can cause blisters, but one that's too loose can lead to tripping hazards. The right boot should be snug, but not restrictive, allowing you to move comfortably throughout the day. Then there's the issue of skipping inspections. Just because a boot looks okay, doesn't mean it is. Check for cracks, worn soles, or compromised toe caps before every use. And finally, failing to replace damaged boots. Work boots have a lifespan. When the tread wears down or the protective cap gets damaged, it's time for a new pair. Holding onto old boots is a gamble you don't want to take. Let's look at a real-world example. In 2020, a worker in a distribution warehouse suffered a serious foot injury after a heavy pallet slipped off a forklift. He was wearing old, worn-out boots with a cracked toe cap. The result? A crushed foot, multiple surgeries, and months of recovery. A simple upgrade to a reinforced metatarsal guard boot could have prevented the injury entirely. Now let's talk best practices for choosing and maintaining work boots. Assess the job requirements. Are you dealing with heavy objects, sharp materials, or electrical hazards? The right boot depends on the specific risks of your job. Check for safety ratings. Look for ASTM or CSA markings that confirm the boot meets industry standards for impact, compression, and electrical hazard protection. Fit and comfort matter. Wear the boots around the store before buying. Make sure there's enough room for thick socks, but not so much room that your foot slides around. Inspect before use. Look for worn soles, exposed steel caps, or compromised insulation. If the boot shows signs of serious wear, replace it. Replace when necessary. Work boots aren't designed to last forever. A general rule: if the tread is worn down, the toe cap is cracked, or the insulation is compromised, it's time for a new pair. Let me leave you with this. The average work boot might seem heavy, but in the right moment, that added weight can bear the impact of a falling object, shield you from electrical currents, or prevent a slip that could send you to the hospital. It's more than just PPE. It's a layer of protection that lets you do your job with confidence. So the next time you lace up your boots, take a moment to inspect them. Check the fit, look for wear, and ask yourself, are these the right boots for the job? Because at Safety Smart HQ, we believe that protecting your feet isn't just about wearing boots. It's about wearing the right boots for the right job. Every day starts with a choice. The choice to stay safe, to stay aware, and to stay prepared. So before your next shift, take a moment to inspect your boots, adjust the fit, and ask yourself, am I ready to step up safely today? Protect your feet, protect your future, and we will see you in the next video.